It's automatically. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Here we go. Why isn't it showing live? I want to go live to Facebook. Here we go.
Attendees.
My time.
Hello, everyone. We're just waiting for some more people to come in.
All right, we're live and we're recording. Wow, look at that. So we've got 4 people here already, which is nice.
Hello, everyone.
So this is the first time we've ever done this, so please not knowing what to do. We're just going to wait until people come on board.
Yeah, it won't be long, guys. I don't think you went live now.
It says it's still preparing.
Oh, it might take a little bit.
Might be. Hi, everyone. Just waiting to try and get it to go live, and we're just waiting on people to come in.
Wait, I was going to say, you can't hear us. No, you can hear us. We can't hear you.
Yes, that's right.
We got the mic.
Yeah.
We got that mic.
So just waiting for this to go live to the Facebook page. And this is very new to us, so just bear with us. So we've got a few.
Should have had some music cranking, sorry.
Yeah, should be.
Wait.
Okay, so it's saying it's live streaming. So I don't know. Maybe it is. Can't see it there. It's not going live. Ooh. No, it doesn't seem to be streaming live, does it?
No.
All right. Okay, so I'm not really sure how that works now. Or what happens, because as far as it's concerned, it's going live. So I don't really know. Yeah. It very well could be. Oh no, it should still come up with what we've got in the front here, isn't it?
Hey guys, just give us a minute. I'm just going to turn my video off. Give us about 2 minutes, all right? And we'll be in. We just have a lot more people to come in. So just give us a couple of minutes. Sorry to delay you guys, but won't be long. Just that side.
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
We're on.
We are now live. Oh, we've got 6 people here. Probably because it's being recording, we might just welcome everybody who's here. As you can see, my video is not working, but Lauren is, so bear with us. You've got a nice picture of us up there instead. So welcome everybody, and we're really excited that we've got some people here coming to our first live webinar, and you've got no idea how nerve-wracking it is.
We'll wing it, you know.
Yes. So if anything goes wrong, it's because it's supposed to. All right. So if you want to actually ask a question, you can go into the question little icon, and you can ask a question, and we'll try and get back to you as soon as we can. So I think we might start. What do you think?
Yeah, of course. I'm just trying to figure out how I can share it on my page. Sorry, guys, just one sec. There we go. All right. So I guess because this is going to go live as well, just wanted to give a little bit of a background about Nell and I. So, you know, Nell's been a personal trainer for over 8 years, and she'll talk a little bit about her story. And I've been involved in health and nutrition for a couple of years now, and I've been able to help people lose weight the right way through nutrition. And it wasn't actually until COVID hit that I sort of got myself into a little bit of a funk when it came to health and fitness. And I don't know if anyone that's watching this now is in a bit of a funk or was, or but that was certainly me. And you know, I knew a lot about nutrition, but I just wasn't accountable to anyone. I don't know whether you've had that before, or you feel like you're not accountable to someone. And for me, I reached out to Nell because I know that she's very, you know, she has a lot of advice and she knows everything to do with fitness. So I became accountable to Nell. And through that time, the accountability that I had in my fitness made my nutrition even better. And I am the fittest and healthiest I have ever been. And, you know, we just decided that, hey, look, you know, let's join forces and let's create something that is so different to what else is out there. And I'll let Nell have her input as well. But that's when we've created Limitless, because it's a whole you know, fitness, health, mindset, a community, and everything all in one. So that's a little bit about me and where I'm at now, but I'm just ready to pay it forward and help other people. So to you, Nell.
Okay. Thanks, Lauren. That was great. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and whoop, take it back. All right. So when Lauren and I first started training together, I'd been in the fitness industry for about 8 years, and working with Lauren and talking to her when we were training, we started to understand that between the two of us, we could really change the way people lose weight, get fit and get healthy. Because even though I knew quite a bit about nutrition, obviously Lauren knew a lot more. And then because I was in fitness, I could do all the fitness. So we decided that we were a great combination to help many more people that were caught up in sometimes what isn't really kosher type of advertising. You see some advertising, you just wonder how in the hell they got away with it. So we decided that we were a great combination to help as many people as we could. And tonight we're putting on this free online webinar. Firstly of all, just to make sure that you've got some information you can walk away with. And secondly, if you decide to stay till the end of this presentation, we've got some nice little prezzies, as well as we're going to draw the winner of the 8 weeks full body transformation program under our tutelage, so to speak. Okay. So Lauren and I have come up with the name Limitless, which was really easy to do, wasn't it? We didn't you said you like that word, and then we thought, oh, we like the logo, and then we came up with the idea of fitness at home, because I've trained lots of people at home. And then meal plans Lauren had done them for a long time. And
I think that
Fitness 30 is all about exercise, and Lauren, the Shred 30.
I think that Limitless, for me personally, I just believe Limitless is no limits. So it doesn't matter what size you are, what age you are, what gender you are. You know, if you have a strong goal and you want to achieve that goal, I mean, anything is possible, and you can be absolutely limitless in whatever it is that you want to achieve. And I think that, you know, now we'll just touch on the Fitness 30 a little bit, and we'll talk a bit more about that soon. But, you know, with our Shred 30 program alongside that, you know, I'm just so passionate about it. And I mean, most of you that have met me probably realize that now. But, you know, as a whole, the fitness and the nutrition and the mindset and the community, it just all goes hand in hand. And we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But that's sort of how we created it. Instead of just having fitness or just having nutrition, we want to have the whole combination, because we want rapid results, but we also want long-term results for people.
Yes. And sometimes people don't understand that they do go hand in hand.
Yes.
People just think by cutting, you know, massive amounts of calories that they're going to where they want. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, and it's unsustainable. So the program that we've put together is sustainable, it's doable, it's workable. And even if you just taking a little bit of information away tonight, without even coming on board, you'll be able to take some info away, and you'll be able to start to lose some weight and gain some muscle, and actually get some information that will help you from now until Christmas, because it's only 12 weeks, guys, believe it or not.
Crazy. Where is the year gone, eh?
Yeah. So there is a little question and answer box in there. So one of the biggest things for anyone wanting to lose weight is you have to have a why.
100%.
We were talking about this earlier on, and without your why, and I said to Lauren, I said, the easiest people to train are women who are about to get married, because they've got such an incredible why, but that why could be different for each and every one of you. So if you'd like to share it and understand what your why is, then you've got more chance of actually getting to that goal or losing that 10 kilograms. Because if you don't have a passionate why, it's very, very hard to keep on track.
100%. No, like, I feel like if, you know, and everybody's goal is different. So some people might want to lose 5 kilos. Some people might want to lose 50 kilos. Some people might want just to be healthier. Some people might have a poor immune system and they just want to boost that up. You know, every person's different. But, you know, if you have a strong goal and you know what you want, it's so much easier to be able to achieve that goal.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like anything, if you have a goal, not even in the health and fitness industry, you know, if you have a goal to, you know, become a certain type of person, you need to have a why. Why?
Definitely.
Towards that. So you take that action.
So what's your why?
Sexier, if you want to look good naked, if you've got an occasion coming up, you know, a reunion or something, they're always really good whys. And once you see the weight falling off, then it's and you understand how it works.
Can I just, sorry, so I was talking to someone today, and their why was their children, because we know that obesity is growing, especially in children. And you know, your why might be to be a better role model health-wise for your children. You know, that's another one. But yeah.
Okay.
My little.
So there's a few areas that you can look at in order to lose weight, but it's 4 areas that we actually look at and specialize in the program that we've developed. So it's first of all, it's your food choices. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but sometimes, you know, we do pick the foods that we think are healthy and sometimes they're not so healthy. The nutrients that are in your food, I mean, that's very important because of the way we manufacture and grow food now. The lifestyle choices that you make, like instead of, you know, going for a walk or going for a hike or, you know, going for a swim down at the beach, we tend to sit around and, you know, have that beer or have that wine. And then the final thing that we look at, that you have to look at if you want to lose weight, is how you think about your life and why it's stuck in this continual cycle.
Definitely. And that's what it comes down to. And I feel like if you think about all of your choices that you've made, you know, the last 12 months, that's brought you to where you are today. And in order to change that, you know, change the next 12 months, we need to make a radical change. Otherwise, you know, we're not going to achieve the result that we want to achieve. So if you're, you know, if we're sitting here this time next year, what do you want your health to look like?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So the first is about our food choices, and I'm going to let Lauren talk to you about this one, and because she's the expert.
Well, you know, I try. Do you know that the everyday an adult female adult female should only be consuming 5 teaspoons of sugar a day? And it's crazy, and it would absolutely blow your mind that most people are having 5 teaspoons of sugar by breakfast time. If you're not understanding what's in food, you know, the hidden sugars, what's, you know, on the back of labels, you know, just understanding all of that, then you're consuming far too much sugar, but also unnecessary ingredients. And our program teaches you how to read the labels. So how to have your right macronutrients, how to have good quality protein, how to eliminate the unwanted and unnecessary sugars. And, you know, even the sugars that we want, such as, you know, fruits, you know, they have a very high level of natural sugar, which is really good for you. But when you're trying to lose weight, you don't want to have that by itself, because having fruit by itself has a high level of fructose in it. So that can actually send your insulin levels through the roof. And that's why you can get a big high and a low just from having fruit by itself. So our program teaches you about how to have fruit and what to have it with so that that doesn't happen. You know, having good quality protein alongside that. Protein has a very good quality glycerol content in it as well. But having those two together actually will maintain your levels, which is super important. But this program, I mean, there's a lot to unpack, but even talking about, you know, fruit and vegetables, and, you know, how many of us are consuming the right amount of fruit and vegetables a day? You know, there's just so much that we can talk about, but this program actually teaches you the ins and outs of how to lose weight properly, how to actually educate yourself on, you know, moving forward so that you can keep that weight off for the rest of your life. And that's the whole purpose of it.
Yes.
I won't go into too much more detail tonight, but that's for another time. But trust me when I say you will learn so much in regards to nutrition on our program.
Yeah. And just something that you can walk away from tonight is that exactly what Lauren said, when you eat fruit, which a lot of people, including myself before I really started, when I met Lauren a few years back, about 3 years ago, I was under the impression that eating fruit was quite okay for weight loss. But then I found out what it did to your body and your insulin levels. But eating protein with it was able to keep those insulin levels down. And we all know that insulin signals to the body, you know, store fat. So
Yeah.
even if you just take one thing away from this webinar tonight, you'll know if you're going to have a piece of fruit tomorrow, have a bit of cheese or a bit of yogurt with it. That was
Good little tip.
Yeah. So a lot of us have quite sedentary lifestyles, and that sedentary lifestyle is reflected in our muscle mass and in our body fat. So, you know, lifting heavy weight is really, really important to creating that muscle mass. But people say, you know, why do you want muscle mass? Well, we need muscle mass to increase our metabolism. You know, when we were on the planet, when there was no, I noticed we don't even have to open boots anymore on cars. You know, just put your foot under the door, under the car. That we used to have a lot of muscle mass, and that muscle mass was able to keep our metabolism moving very nicely. So as we age, we lose more and more muscle mass. So it's 1% after 40, but it's 3% per year after 60. So we need to keep adding that on by doing strength training. And we don't want to look like Arnie Schwarzenegger. I mean, have a look at in a period of between 8 and 9 weeks, Lauren and I, we put on some nice muscle. And that means that even when we're sitting, when we're sleeping, we're burning fat, because the body prefers to use fat as energy when we are at a lower rate of a lower heart rate. So as you can see in the little pie chart there, nutrition plays the biggest role. It's definitely something that you have to get your head around, and it's definitely something that you have to monitor in order to lose weight. But there's a huge chunk of that that says resistance training is then the next thing that you need in order to lose body fat. So if you've never done resistance training and you've never lifted heavy stuff, it's something you really should consider, because I can tell you it will add some, not only muscle to your body, it'll add some strength to your body, it'll improve your bone density, it'll improve the tone. And the last thing you do to change the way your body looks and to lose some body fat is obviously with a bit of cardio. But what people don't understand, and what a lot of people think, is that the more you run or the more you do, you know, boot camps and that, the more weight you're going to lose, when in fact the opposite is true. We know that when we walk, the body likes to use body fat as energy, and it's about 75% of the energy we use when we're walking is taken from our body fat. Then when we start to jog, that drops down to about 50%. So the body uses body fat as energy. It doesn't mind using it. It's quite efficient at using it. But when we start to run, that drops down to 25%. So slowly but surely, fitness professionals are learning that the best type of fat loss is actually just to walk for about an hour each day. And then every now and then to do some high intensity interval training, because we don't want the body to actually come under any stress. So if you've never tried resistance training, I would suggest that we do have it in our program, but you know, get someone who's a professional to teach you how to do it before you go ahead and do it yourself. Okay, so I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea, and that, because there's a lot of stuff out there on the internet now that, for want of a better word, is just bullshit. Sorry, I just had to say it. All right, so Lauren is the expert in this field. I have been around Lauren for 3 years and have improved my health tenfold through her knowledge. So I'll leave it up to Lauren now to talk to you about why we need to supplement.
I mean, this is a big discussion, and I'm not going to get that in a couple of minutes, but, you know, are you having 10 to 12 servings of fruit and vegetables per day that you pick and grow in your own garden and you eat within an 8-hour period? If you answer no, then you need to be supplementing. And the statistics are out, you know, 96% of the Australian adult population do not get enough fruit and vegetables. And it's quite scary about what statistics are in our children as well. And I mean, you can see the process of when the fruit and vegetables are picked to when we actually eat it. I mean, I always, you know, go to buy asparagus and it lasts a day and it goes off. And it's just because it's been picked, it's been stored, it's been frozen, and then, you know, by the time it actually gets to us, it's lost all of its, well, not all, but most of its nutrients. And I mean, they even did studies about oranges, being that oranges are supposed to have a very high level of vitamin C in it. That's their purpose. But they did studies on bunches of oranges that had absolutely no vitamin C in it. And it's just crazy what, 10 years ago, the difference between our food sources compared to now. And it's just the process. And, what I love about the company that we're associated with is that they own everything from seed to serve. So a lot of vitamin brands all over the world send their products away to, say, China, and they don't know what's getting put in it when it comes back. And there's been a lot of debates, a lot of court cases in regards to what's actually been in those products. With our products, I mean, everything is a level above organic. So organic can tell you what's not in it, whereas we're NutriCert, which means we can tell you what's in it, what's not in it, and it's guaranteed to work. But I mean, alongside our vitamins, we have very, very high quality protein bars. So a lot of people are very, very confused about protein bars. I see lots of people all the time going to Coles and Woolies and getting the cheapest $2 protein bar. You may as well eat the box, or you may as well eat a bar of chocolate, to be honest. And marketing is so misleading. And you need very, very high quality protein in protein bars, but also you need a good quality, high level of glycerol content. So people get nervous that when they're going to lose, 20, 30 kilos, that they're going to get excess skin. But if you're doing the right things and you're eating the right protein sources, you'll actually sustain muscle mass while losing weight. And my brother's a major advocate for that. He's lost nearly 80 kilos, and he did a lot of walking to start with, and he was eating very, very good protein sources. And then he started to get into resistance training, and he looks phenomenal, and he has no excess skin. So, I mean, we have lots of different products that we will talk to you about. We've got, just to name a few, we've got very, very good quality protein powders. We've got a new muscle multiplier. We have just literally everything, but we'll talk to you about that when we catch up with you one-on-one. So let's just say that omega-3 is something that, I just will sort of talk about that a little bit now, but omega-3 is so important in our diet. Unless you're eating a ton of algae, then you're not getting enough omega-3. And, marketing is so misleading with omega-3 as well, but it's very crucial because our ratio should be 1:1:4. But with everyday society, processed food, for example, takeaway food, medication, it's about 1:20:40. And that's a huge reason why people have excess inflammation and are overweight. So we need to reduce that. And we have the perfect omega-3 supplement for that is guaranteed to work. And I'm not going to go into too much detail, but let's just say we'll talk to you about that when we catch up with you. And yeah, that's pretty much just a little bit of a background. I guess like most of us know that our food's nowhere near as good as it used to be. And the fact that, I've been supplementing for a couple of years now, and I would never, ever, ever look back. It has completely changed my life. It's changed my immune system. It's helped my back in times of, seriously, the worst pain I've ever experienced. I just know the amount of lives that it's helped by supplementing and changing that process. So we'll talk to you about it later anyway, but that's just a little bit of a background.
Yes. So one of the things that I took away from Lauren when I first I realized that my food was not as effective as it should have been, was that our food was quite contaminated. So unless you go down the organic track, it's very hard for people who are trying to lose weight to maintain. Most of the time they feel tired and lethargic, and they just don't have a lot of energy. And then when you want to introduce some exercise into it, it seems like a really, really big ask. So if you're tired and lethargic and you just don't feel like you could even walk, let alone take up some resistance training, then it might be time that you did have a look at what kind of supplementation could assist you to, get your body feeling better before you take on, extra exercises for your body. So it's something that I would really suggest you look into. Even if you just wanted to do this on your own and go your own way, if you're not feeling as energetic as you should, perhaps it's something that you should look into. Okay, so one of the last things that we wanted to talk about, that Lauren and I have discussed on many, many occasions, is how you think is basically how you live your life. And just before we came onto the webinar, I was talking to Lauren about how if you get up in the morning and the first thing you think of is, oh my God, I just hate this body. And then you look into the mirror and once again loathe that person, and even sometimes even stepping on the scales and understanding that, oh my God. And the next thing you're telling yourself is, oh, I'll never lose this weight. Well, really, you're not going to walk into the kitchen then and make some really good choices. You'll probably eat the worst things, because I know I've worked with lots of women and lots of men that have told me that they just don't care after a while. So having that mindset that helps you to have better thoughts, so you have better actions and you have better results and therefore a better life, is just so important. We've only just started to tap into this whole concept of how important our mindset is. Yeah. But sometimes it's very hard to do and maintain and stay in a really positive mindset without a lot of support. And, we are being isolated more and more because of this damn COVID, but we can come together in communities. And one of the things that is lovely about Facebook is that there are lots of close communities where you can get help, you can get support, and you can actually, become a community that really is like-minded and everyone's there for the same purpose. So it's all about uplifting that person and about motivating and about helping. And that's what, when Lauren and I got together, we just wanted to create that community for people so they wouldn't feel isolated. They wouldn't feel like they didn't have anyone that they could talk to or anyone that would understand where they're coming from. And we are so, even just our Limitless community, even if you just want to stay in there, there's always going to be someone that's going to be supportive. And that's the whole concept of our Limitless, and then of course our Fitness 30 and Shred 30 programs. So on that note, what we're going to do is we're actually going to draw the lucky winner. The person, this is what's in our package. So that person's going to win 2 30 minutes one-on-one virtual personal training sessions. So you'll work with me and Lauren, and we're going to work in the privacy of your home, and all you need is a few little weights and a bit of equipment, nothing too much. And then you'll also get a tracking spreadsheet, so we can share that spreadsheet and we know, we can watch what you're doing. We'll teach you how to use the MyFitnessPal so you can understand what kind of foods you're eating and where you're getting your calories from and your macros, but we'll explain all of that. You'll get come into a group coaching call. Now we do those once a fortnight, and that's to get everyone on board and create that community feel again, so that you just feel like if you want to talk to somebody, if you want to express some concerns, we're there for you. You'll get, alongside the 2 30-minute sessions with Lauren and I, you'll also get a monthly program that you'll follow outside of working with us, 1 or 2 days a week, whatever kind of suits your lifestyle. And we'll also keep your meal plan going for you. So every month we'll update that and check in with you, but we'll make sure that that's specifically designed for you and the foods that you like to eat. Lots of choices there. Every 4 weeks, we'll take photos with you, we'll do measurements, and we'll do a little bit more goal setting. So this is an 8-week program, this one. So at the beginning, and then right in the middle, and at the very end. So we're just making sure that we're heading in the right direction. And also, we are giving away with this package 2 free virtual personal training sessions for a friend or a family member. So what that entails is we have 30 minutes of coaching to see where they want to go, and then 30 minutes of a virtual training session. So we also are going to be doing these online events. We're going to be doing lots of videos. We're going to do contests and have lots of content. And this is 100% money back guarantee. Now, if you're paying for this, of course, but if you're the winner, you don't have to pay anything. So I'm just going to, because I can't, I'm just going to generate the winner.
Woohoo!
Here we go, drum roll. Oh, here it is. So have you got the list there? Because if I go out of here, well, it's number 14. Then we've got the people.
Hold on one sec. I'm coming.
You got the name? I can't leave my screen sharing. Okay, so I'll stop sharing. So all they'll see is you and me. No, is that still? They're still seeing me and you. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm going to go to the internet one.
Sorry guys, just generating the winner.
They won't see me? No. Okay. Here's number 14.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Rosa Rodriguez?
Rosa Rodriguez.
Yes.
Woohoo,
Okay.
Rosa Rodriguez, you're a winner.
All right. So Rosa Rodriguez, it's you. You've won. And so.
Yeah. Rosa.
Well done, Rosa. We'll be in
You know
contact
what?
with you.
I think, honestly, that is a phenomenal prize to win. And
Yes.
even if you didn't win it, what we have to offer is honestly worth every single cent. And I'm absolutely passionate about this. And, you know, Shred 30, being mainly involved in nutrition with mindset, accountability, community, and Fitness 30, being able to be accountable, do your workouts, but have us watching you, to have that combined. And also, you know, a boot camp on Saturday mornings where we all come together as a community. I mean, to have that and to have that accountability, I think if you join, you're an absolute winner for doing that. Because,
Yeah.
you know, sorry, now I'm just going to cut in for a minute. You know, it's really time for us to finish. But, you know, it is 12 weeks until the end of the year. And what's happened through COVID has been absolutely devastating for so many people. But you have the option to get your health on track. And we, as you can see, you know, we're new to this live stuff, and we are just so out there ready to help those that want to help themselves. And if you're one of those people that want to get fit and healthy and you want to come into our community and our Limitless group, we will 100% help you achieve whatever goal it is that you want to achieve. Hand on heart, if you do this program and you do it all properly, you will get the result you want. And that brings nothing more than joy to our lives, to be able to help people properly and to be able to educate people on how to live the best, most healthiest life that you possibly can. So if you didn't win tonight, don't stress about it. We'll still be in contact with you. And yeah, so we'll be in contact with you over the next day to get you started, because we are starting Shred and Fitness 30 next Monday. So if you're anyone that hasn't, you know, put in their interest yet, or, you know, if you're sort of umming and ahhing, sort of think about, you know, what happens if you don't do this program? What happens if you don't do Shred 30 and Fitness 30? Are you going to be in the same place by the end of the year, or are you going to be worse off? Because, you know, you have one chance to sort of make it right. And we just can't wait to be able to help you achieve your goals. And, you know, I think, Nell, did you want to add anything else?
Yeah, I was just going to let everyone know that if you wanted to join us, we've got 3 openings for 3 people. 3 people who contact us straight away. The first 3 people are going to get their first week of their training with us for free. So, yes. So that's in the group fitness, not the one-on-one. That's in the group fitness that we're developing in Fitness 30. And the first 3 people to contact us will get their first week free. And that's really something, because You don't get very much these days for free, and that's 3 to 5 30-minute sessions, which is, it normally would cost you about $22 to $25. So getting that for nothing, it's something very special, I think. But as soon as you contact us, we'll be happy to put you through the program and give you those views. But I really do hope that some of the information tonight you can take away and understand how to lose weight, how to eat better, how to move more, how to make some better choices. And hopefully that will help you to get you to your goals. But if you want some help, definitely Laura and I are here. And there's several different avenues you can take. We can talk to you about which of those programs would suit you the best, and what budget you've got so that we can fit in with your budget. But thank you to the guys who came tonight. I really appreciate you staying on and listening to us. We went a little bit longer than we ever anticipated, but it didn't just seem to go.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, well, thank you very much for everyone for joining us, and I hope to see you in the very, very near future.
Me too. Have a great night, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.